Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Hey kids! Welcome to Attack of the Show. We are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name should appear on screen right there. It is. Hey, it's me.
And there's
Kevin
me.
Burr. Let's blow their minds quick before it goes away.
Oh my gosh!
Oh! Not quick enough. We'll get them. We'll get them next time.
Yeah,
You and
well,
me.
guess what? We are coming to you from the G4 Studios
You know what?
in Los
Put
Angeles.
those damn names up again. No. Get those names up again.
Hello?
All right. Screw it. You're right. Now you're No, now you're just.
One day we'll start the show like this.
Internet dreams come true. On the show today, animals.
Woo!
There's more. They make up at least 80% of the internet at large, and today they're making up 100% of Around the Net. Plus, very important announcement, Mr. Kevin Pereira, gentleman extraordinaire.
This guy.
He's going to take us behind the scenes of his new
right
Women of the
here.
Web special. And let me tell you.
Is it special?
Everything about him is.
All right, on to more important things.
What?
It's time to start scheduling your theater visits for the new year. We'll have the 2010 movie preview in today's room, including the latest on Iron Man 2 and Kick-Ass, which I'm so excited to see. And director Neil Blomkamp will join us in studio to promote the new DVD of District 9. But if he's got a cloth covering his alien arm, I'm totally out of here.
No, don't doubt it. Don't doubt it.
No. All right, enough. I demand animal videos.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay, but hey, relax.
Animals.
Here comes the best 2009.
Ow.
Just do the thing with the graphic.
Animals.
Chill out. All right, you're getting some damn animals. Today's number 5 item may very well be video of that elusive internet creature known as the walrus.
Or, more accurately, it's a video of an elephant seal minding its own business on the beach when suddenly some woman runs up to it and pokes it.
Yeah, but does he like it?
You're gonna have to be the judge of that.
I bet he does.
Dude, one step closer, and that lady was seal lunch.
Yeah, and a hilarious macro.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love
Is that what you look
video.
like when you're disturbed in the middle of the night?
Yes.
What?
Why are you poking my bum? That's what he did. Poked his bum. Okay, you know what? Moving on. Animals.
Actually, no. Let's hang out on this topic for a minute. Let's talk
No,
about this.
ignoring you, Mr. Pereira. You're getting the hand.
Why were they poking your bum, Allison?
No, they poked the seal's bum.
Right. In a role play scenario, you were the one that was getting a
I got poked in my bum.
All right, we're good.
Fine. Can we go back to more animals? Okay, the animals aren't all about trying to scare away humans, though, like the seal. Today's number 4 shows us that they want to love us a lot, too.
Yes, this is from a remake of the groundbreaking British nature documentary, Last Chance to See, starring the most British comedian on Twitter, Stephen Fry.
A typical male, Sirocco is clearly only interested in one thing.
Oh, look at that. Ow. God, he's got sharp claws.
He's getting a bit frisky.
Ow. Oh,
You are being shagged by a rare parrot. He thinks you are. He's really going for it. You were in pain, aren't you?
that's right. Oh, his neck is covered.
Am I?
I didn't think animals with beaks could smile, but that thing had the happiest little face.
It was having a good time.
And now we know where bird flu came from.
Do you remember that innocent, incoherently panicky days of bird flu?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, times were simpler then. Not at all like this panic we have with swine flu. Swine flu!
Do you
just
cry out
flu.
at night into the window?
It's just flu!
Damn you, swine flu!
I do. I do.
Did you get the shot?
No! You
No?
get those shots, you get sicker.
No.
You get more sick if you get flu shots. My friend got a flu shot and ended up in the hospital
Is your
for
friend
4
Glenn
days.
Beck? Do you think you're friends because you watch his show?
Yes.
Okay. Now that we've shocked you with interspecies sex, I agree on the shot. We're gonna make you, well, we're actually gonna make it a little bit more wholesome for today's
Thank
number 3,
goodness.
which features natural, wholesome, God-approved, turtle-on-turtle action.
Now, we know what you're all thinking. I wonder what turtle sex looks and or sounds like. Well, calm down, because you're about to see it for yourself.
And you will never forget it.
Hysterical.
Yeah, that was it.
But the lady turtle looked way bored.
Do you think the man turtle didn't seem to care, though? That's like
No.
parallels the humans
Weird.
as well. Turtle sex sounds a lot like Pereira sex, by the way. I just wanted to give you another image that you can't erase from your brain.
Ew.
Yeah.
All right, and at number 2 today,
Yeah.
it's Stains the Cupcake Dog.
What?
Yeah, yay, Stains. This is a mashup of Animal Planet's It's Me or the Dog.
Yeah, and with a little Luxie Turna by Clint Mansell fans. Clint fans? Oh, yeah. The result is pure science.
Away. Away.
That is animal cruelty.
Poor Stains.
Poor thing.
Would you have a dog named Stains in your house?
No, I would never have a dog named Stains in my house, but I would take him places. That'd be fun. I'd bring some Stains to your place.
No.
You know, like,
You have already brought enough Stains to my place. I just had to say that. It was so obvious. I had to say it.
oh, thank you.
It's one of these shows.
Still ahead, animals will talk in our number 1 Around the Net.
They just don't really have a lot to say. They probably just, I want the cupcake.
I told you to give me the
Give
dry
me the
cleaning bill.
cupcake.
I told you I'd be a gentleman. I would take care
I
of
don't know
it.
why I said
We can
that.
rent a steamer.
I don't know why.
You know why. You know exactly why you said that.
Oh, boy.
Kevin says.
It is, in fact, time.
Animal videos.
Yeah. It's a big year for animals on the internet, and it's tough to pick a favorite, but we have. And our favorite animal video of the year comes to us from the BBC program, Walk on the Wild Side.
Now, what they do is fairly simple. They shot video of cute but disease-laden creatures and then let us listen to what they're saying and thinking with the power of voiceover.
Alan! 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 Al! Alan!
John, I don't think we're allowed to wee here.
It's fine, just keep a lookout.
What was that?
That was me zip.
Whoa! Where did all these come from? You know me, lads, I can't wee with an audience.
Alan! 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 Alan!
Hey, are you filming me in the bath? Get out. Away, man, I'm naked. You better not put it on YouTube.
Oh, so that's not Alan. Steve, that's Steve.
Steve! 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 Steve!
Steve!
And they're just so much funnier with British accents.
Absolutely.
Now, dolphins, chimps, and elephants are thought to have complex languages between them, actually.
But not so complex that they can ask me to stop eating them. Because I'm telling you, dolphin is delicious. Really, it's like the cake at the sea.
Just eat tuna fish.
Little red velvet dolphin, gonna cut you up and eat you.
Get your daily viral fix, and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to the allnewg4tv.com/aroundthenet.
Now, to fully get you into the Christmas gift-receiving spirit, we've got a special song from our good friend and tech correspondent, Dr. Chris Hardwick, everybody.
He only has one item on his list, and it's not anything we've seen on Gadget Prawn.
What do you want for Christmas, little girl?
Well, I want a rock.
No, you don't. How about a nice sweater?
Strip. Looked up at the paper, it was Christmas Day. Stumbled to my house not very far away. When I saw that jolly fat man, I just had to say, put that crappy sweater back upon your sleigh. Don't give me presents and keep your cheer. I'll tell you what I really want this year. All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock. Your advent wreath, I got a ceiling full of mistletoe and heaven underneath. Santa Claus is coming, girl, and so am I. Take off your Christmas stocking now and don't be shy. I'll lay you down and fire up my Yuletide log. So take another sip of my creamy nog. Deck the halls with daisies hanging from my walls, while I decorate your Christmas balls with my Christmas balls. Don't give me presents and keep your cheer. I'll tell you what I really want this year. All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock all night long. All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock all night long. Let me take off my Christmas robe, sit on my lap and grind on my North Pole. You are a very naughty girl. Are those presents for me? I got a Rubik's Cube, a jar of lube, a VCR, a gold guitar, some leather pants and ganja plants, cigarettes and penthouse pets, a private jet, a red Corvette, a flaming sword and leaderboard, the color black, a fanny pack, a horse for polo. Just give me a guitar solo. Fat man to slide down your chimney. Ho, 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 ho. All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock all night long. All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock all night long. All I want for Christmas is to rock. All I want for Christmas is to rock. All I want for Christmas is to rock, rock Gotta open up your box now, baby.
2010! It's so next year, which is actually just a few days away, which means it's time for you to start planning out your movie-going schedule. Do you really do that? Wow. Get a hobby. We'll tell you which ones to skip and which ones to camp out for right now in The Loop. Joining me to help us make sense of it all, staff writer for Entertainment Weekly, whose best and worst of 2009 issue is actually on stands right now. He hand-bound it himself. Adam B. Berry is here. And senior editor for Chud.com, he created.com's Devin Faraci is here. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. Hello. You look like you're running for office there. Someone hand me a baby to kiss right now. Let's start with a film that everyone is looking forward to, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Iron Man 2. Are you guys both looking forward to that?
Yes.
Let's start with you, Adam. Is this thing going to top the original?
Well, yes and no. I mean, box office-wise, it absolutely will. It seems like everyone wants to see it. It looks like it's on that trajectory. But the thing about the first Iron Man was it was a real surprise for a lot of people. People walked out of that movie really not expecting to like it as much as they did, especially people who don't really see comic book movies like my mom.
Who don't even know who Iron Man is.
Exactly.
They showed up and got a good Robert Downey film.
And they loved it. Like, my mom was not expecting to like it and loved it. And you're not going to be able to recapture that. That's not something that you can really find again in a sequel.
Well, you know, with sequels, obviously, it's bigger, better, more. And Devin, are they going to bite off more than they can chew here? They got so many new characters. There's War Machine. There's Black Widow, Whiplash. Olivia's in there as Iron Gina or whatever. Is that promising too much to fans to try to deliver all those characters?
I don't think so. You know, War Machine's story began in the first film, so it's just a continuation of that. Black Widow, I think they've kind of got the right balance of her in there, and then Whiplash, I think, you know, he's going to be worked in. But I think that Tony Stark's personal life is sort of the big villain in this one, it feels like. Right. And so, you know, I think they've kind of got a really good balance on it.
And is Adam's mom going to enjoy this, or is this now going to be for the hardcore Iron Man fans? Because it seems like the fanboys really latched on, of course, to the first one. They loved it. They want more and more. Is Favreau going to go the route of pleasing them, or is he going to keep it more mainstream?
No, I was on the set of Iron Man 2, and one of the things that Favreau was saying at the time, it was really important to him, was he knew what made the first one work, and he wanted to do it again. He didn't want to get too dark. He didn't want to get too caught up in all the fanboy stuff. He wanted to make a movie that was fun and that everybody could really get behind.
So this one's on your radar as well, Adam?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, now, Devin, you saw another superhero film that's opening up next year. It's called Kick-Ass.
Yes.
There you go.
I did.
I mean, if a name should say it all, there it is.
Yeah.
Did you see the film, or did you see pieces
of it?
I saw the
entire
whole film.
Yeah.
Is it? Well, first of all, tell me what's the premise? What's going on in this film? Should we be excited?
Basically, it's a nerdy kid wonders why no nerd has ever tried to be a real superhero, and he goes and does that, and he tries to become a real life superhero, and the consequences are incredibly violent, bloody, and hilarious.
With kids.
Well, he is like 16 years old, and there's a character, Hit Girl, who's 10 years old, who ices dozens of mofos. I mean, it is ridiculous how many people she kills in this movie. This 10-year-old little girl, and the language out of her mouth. Oh, Adam's mom will not appreciate that.
I don't know. I've heard Adam talk off camera. I think his mom will feel right at home. Look, you got a filthy, filthy mouth.
Filthy mouth. Yeah. I do.
No, actually, people say a film like Battle Royale from Japan that would never take off here in the States. You could never have that.
So violent.
Do you think there's going to be a metric ton of controversy with a 10-year-old icing mofos, as some would say?
Well, that just sounds so cool. I don't know if it will. I mean, it really could.
Cool to us, but
cool
to your
us.
mom, like, is she going to be picketing? You know?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think so, because I think the audience for this movie knows what it is, and Lionsgate, which is marketing and distributing the movie, knows what they're trying to shoot for. And so I don't think they're going to be shooting for people that are going to piss off the mothers and fathers of the nation.
They're not going to cut a trailer for it that makes it seem like a romantic comedy to get all the couples in there and the 40-year-old soccer moms.
But I'm sure they wouldn't mind if a couple of moms got upset and that made the 17-year-olds and 16-year-olds really want to go see the movie that was pissing off their parents.
A little free publicity.
You got to sort of ride both sides of that fence.
Yeah. Right. And real quick, Dev, you've seen it. Do you think they're going to cut it down and nerf it at all before it makes its way into theaters?
The cut that I saw was the R-rated cut. It got the R rating. It is unbelievably violent, and it is unbelievably kick-ass.
That's what
the title totally lives up to it.
Awesome. And one thing I want to touch on very quickly, we're almost out of time, Tron Legacy.
Yeah. Yes.
The first new Tron film in almost 30 years. What do we need to know about this thing?
What's amazing is that Disney didn't remake Tron. It's a sequel to Tron. It is a new kid going into the Tron universe and discovering what's been happening in the 30 years since then. I was on the set of that as well. There's some really cool new designs. They're going really interesting places, and I think it's going to kind of blow people away.
And Daft Punk is doing the score, which I am really excited.
Absolutely. I think everybody's
That's pretty awesome.
Adam, what about the special effects here? Is Tron Legacy? I mean, obviously they've got some neon stuff going on.
Neon and it's sleekness and spareness, and it's going to be in 3D, and as is apparently everything that's coming out in the next forever. But yeah. But the footage that they put out this summer of Tron Legacy is not in the movie. That was test footage that they did to prove that they could make the movie.
Okay.
And that hooked me. That pulled me in.
That's pretty good when the test footage can
When the test footage can pull you in, I'm really looking forward to the film.
Can't wait to have you guys back on to discuss the real things once they're in theaters. Thank you both so much for being here in the loop. Thanks, Adam and Devin. But now, let's go over to Miss Allison Casey.
So if you guys need me in 2010, I'm just going to be living in a movie theater, all right? Still ahead, we've got our final Gadgetron holiday gift guide featuring an LED TV from Samsung that may well be the best TV we have ever seen. Ever. Maybe. Then Neil Blomkamp is in studio to tell us all about District 9 on DVD. It's for human viewing only. And later, get ready to scream like a little girl. It's edition.
Hi, Attack of the Show. This is Sasha Grey. I wanted to wish everybody out there happy holidays. And I hope I get Kevin in my stocking this year.
That means it's time to start thinking about what you're going to exchange all the crappy gifts you got for on December 26th.
Bingo.
You know, I certainly hope you've insured the TV that you're watching right now.
Yeah, because you're going to want to kick it over for the one we're about to review.
If you only get one gift this holiday season, make it the Samsung 8500 LED TV. Not only is the frame impressive at only 1.6 inches thick, but the picture quality is amazing as well. It's got a 7,000,000:1 mega contrast ratio that yields unsurpassed image quality. Add to that a 240 Hz refresh rate, downloadable internet widgets, and DLNA streaming, all for $3,800.
Okay, now even though this isn't as thin as the last Samsung TV we reviewed, the 7000 series, and this one doesn't have that cool red touch of color highlight in the frame, is it just as stylish?
Yeah, it's like we found a TV that makes the 7000 series look like precious. I mean, it's incredible. All the inputs on this thing are cleverly side mounted, so you can wall mount it. It's 1.6 inches thick, or 1.6 inches thin, if you will, yes. A subtle gray color to the frame, which isn't as just eye-gougingly terrible as the red. It helps it blend in. So, yeah, overall, this thing is as sleek and sexy as it really gets.
That's cool. Now, this TV has more features than just about any other set we have ever reviewed. It has the 240 Hz smooth motion, the internet widgets, an RF remote, streaming media from a PC, and a bunch more. So,
all the bullet points that a TV has to light up,
right.
it's got
So now,
them,
do they actually work, though?
Yeah, for the most part, they're pretty solid. The 240 Hz feature, you can actually customize the blur and jitter reduction so everything looks as natural as possible.
That's nice.
I still hate these features.
Yeah.
I wish TVs didn't have them, but hey, it's got them, and there you go. Sometimes you can get really smooth motion from them, so there you have it. Now, there are widgets like Yahoo Sports, weather, YouTube, Twitter, and Flickr, but the menus load a little slow, and to be honest, like, yes, it's cool that it has them, but at this point, you've got those features on your set-top box or on your Xbox or your PS3 now, so whatever.
Yeah, Twitter's on everything right now.
But
it's
then
like
again,
on my shoes.
Yeah, and yet no one still cares. Yeah, the layout and the navigation, though, are really well done, so kudos to Samsung there. The RF remote is convenient to have, and you like the look of it.
Yeah,
it got you all hot and bothered.
It's kind of a stylish.
Yeah, easy with it.
Whoa.
There's also too many features to list, but overall, it's an impressive set, and it's really useful. And if you need 5 minutes, you can have it after the show.
It also has this funky little hook on the bottom, which I'm not quite sure what that's for.
That's for the G-spot.
I like it, the hook.
No.
Creative.
Or the prostate, fine. Oh, let's get technical.
Thank
Sexist.
you, Samsung. All right, now, the last time we reviewed a top-of-the-line Samsung television, it took the title of Best Picture Quality We've Ever Seen.
Yeah.
So, does this one even raise the bar higher?
We were so young and naive then.
We had no idea this was coming out.
This is the best.
Whoa!
This has thousands of dynamic backlit LEDs rather than edge-lit LEDs, which means blacks can reach incredibly deep levels, like Spinal Tap deep.
Like none more black.
Yeah, there's none more blacker. You might have some LED bleeding into darker areas, but it's not very noticeable. The colors are the most vibrant and impressive that we've seen. They're also extremely accurate. The 240 Hz refresh rate, that doesn't add a whole lot when you compare it to a 120 Hz, but Samsung still does it the best. So if you like those features, if you're actually going to use them, this is the TV to get.
Yeah, but here's the deal. It's pretty pricey. It's $3,800 for this 55-incher, 55 inches. So is that worth it?
Yeah, sell some plasma, you know.
There you go.
Go to the old...
You mean like blood, not the TV?
Well, yeah, no. Either way, sell whatever you can. Even though you're paying a premium, you're getting the best. So it's got an amazingly sleek design, an abundance of features, the best overall picture quality we've ever seen. We say... All right,
I guess we just ding, actually.
That's what we say. We ding it.
All right, so January 7th and 8th, AOTS travels to Sin City to fulfill our gadget lust and bring you the coolest new tech from CES.
That's right. And you know what they say about the old Sin City?
What do they say about it?
Well, what happens in Vegas is broadcast around the world on basic cable and probably chopped up and put on the web and maybe sold on iTunes as well. So keep your hookers off camera.
We're in so much trouble. All right, let's be honest here, Kevin.
I'm proud of my women's. I will put them on cam. Go ahead.
Well,
Sorry.
speaking of them,
Yeah.
you shot Women of the Web.
I did.
I think you did it just so you could travel the world to meet hot, interesting girls on G-Force Dime, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it was amazing. Well, hey, Attack of the Show, kids. Kevin Pereira here. A little behind-the-scenes action for Women of the Web. We're getting ready for a very, very special D&D shoot with Julia Ling, and I don't know what I did to deserve being in this position in my life, but thanks, Jesus. Women of the Web is dedicated to the two things that I love the most, the internet and the girls that I prey upon. 15 of the net's hottest women, to be exact. Wrapped up in an hour show hosted by yours truly. Oh, like, hey, let's have a salad bar and at the funeral, and let's enjoy.
Exactly.
Behind the scenes, Women of the Web, what's it like? Is it a bunch of guys crawling half-naked photos of women all day to find the hottest-looking ones?
It's a mixture of that. It's also a mixture of going over blogs and finding girls that are really interesting, that really have a web presence, and then sending you out to meet them. So that you can live the fantasy of all the guys at home, online, going, oh, I love this girl. I'd really like to meet her.
Which brings us to today's featurette, Julia Ling. From Buffy to Chuck, she's the object of every nerd's desire.
But what I like a lot of, about a lot of gamers is that there's this humor that that a lot of non-gamers don't have, and so we have so much fun.
Well, why don't we get on set and sit on some plastic chairs, and I will use my dry humor and lack of wit to grill you for Women of the Web, and then we'll do a little Dungeons and Dragons
Sounds
action.
good. Let's do it.
We're going to do the D&D thing here. We'll have a little bit, but then we're going to actually cosplay and sort of role play as our D&D characters, right?
Okay, that's kind of cool.
You got a little sexy something to throw on, and then we'll go into the Forbidden Forest.
What outfit it is?
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm in, but I know it's scandalous.
Ooh. I could sew right now. This is so hot.
Guys out of the room, leave the camera, and I got it. Dressed to kill, it's time to bring the fantasy to life.
I don't know what the Game Master has in store for me, so I'm ready for battle.
Today what we're doing is we're shooting a skit in the fantasy world while Kevin and Julia are playing D&D in the real world. Kevin shows up as a magical fawn while Julia is going through the Forbidden Forest as her warrior princess.
You are suddenly filled with a major attraction to him, like two magnets drawn to each other. You move closer.
I should totally get a saving throw.
Julia, what did we accomplish today exactly? Exactly. Did you enjoy being a Woman of the Web?
I had a great time. It was a lot of fun, and the outfits were great.
Julia, thank you so much for coming on. Absolute pleasure. You're adorable. And that's how we do it on Women of the Web. See you guys. That's next Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Did I say
host
Wednesday?
is so hot.
I might kick him out of bed.
You let him in it. Coming up, District 9 Director Neil Blomkamp is in our studio.
Hello, this is Weird Al Yankovic on Attack of the Show, wishing you and yours a very non-specific, generic, happy holidays, regardless of your faith or lack thereof.
This year's biggest hit was actually a sci-fi movie about segregation and xenophobia and marooned aliens, and also the aliens pack ginormous guns in this one.
I show you. I go teach you. Don't tell you when. You blood shot! Hey! Oh, holy Marizanyama!
You tell him to stand up!
Mwache aende, mambo poa.
You tell him to be quiet! You back off! Put your gun down!
Don't you look at me. I see it.
Don't look at me!
Yeah, with us today, Director of District 9, Neil Blomkamp is here, everybody. How are you, sir? Welcome to the program. Thank you. I didn't know if he was going to kill him or shoot a portal into that thing at the end there.
Yeah, he didn't kill them.
No. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I thought he'd almost actually killed the stunt guy.
What happened with
the nitrogen gun? The first guy he shoots.
Yeah.
That guy actually got fired back like that. It's not a visual effect. Yeah.
What, he shot nitrogen at somebody, or it was a nitrogen-powered canister of some sort?
Yeah, it's a special effects guy's rig, like a sort of a 2-meter pipe. It's like this diameter.
Right.
That is fed into this incredibly high-pressure nitrogen canister, which is like the size of a small car, and then they just release the valve, and thousands of kilograms of pressure fly out of it. He went straight into the cupboard. Like I literally thought he was, gone, and then.
And then when he saw his find, he was like, "All right, back from the top, one more. We do this."
Yeah.
I thought special effects meant you didn't have to kill somebody or collapse their lung. Like you could just fire up After Effects and paint it in or something like that.
Well. You're thinking visual effects.
Right.
Yeah. Visual effects are post, special effects are in front of the camera.
So you like the kind of effects that kill people, or you I mean, because you're a CG guy.
It's like you said, like collapse a lung,
Just collapse a lung.
A snapped femur,
Something for the DVD extra.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in a second, but first, congrats and a half on District 9.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite films of the year, easily.
Thank you.
Probably one of my favorite sci-fi films.
Yeah.
And when you come out of the box with something like D9, I think a lot of people didn't know what to expect. They saw it, obviously, if you read the Twitters, the kids enjoyed it.
Yeah.
When you make a movie for like $750, and then it grosses $70 trillion, do they deliver the cash in buckets or in duffel bags? How exactly did they do that to you?
I'm going to find out. I'll ask Peter Jackson how it was delivered. Yeah.
So did Peter give you allowance after it hit theaters?
Yeah, pocket money.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Make it rain only for tonight. No monsoon.
Yeah.
So what was Peter's involvement with this thing? I mean, I know.
Well, we were going to make Halo, the film, together. So that's how I kind of got to know him.
Yeah, why do you hate Halo? Let's talk about that. Why did you?
I actually love Halo.
Really?
Yeah, I still love Halo.
So why did the movie get destroyed? What exactly happened? Who hates Halo? Who do we get mad at?
Certain film studios that I won't name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you still want to see it as a movie? Is that something like if they came back to you, if anybody came back to you and said, "Hey, Halo, do you want to get involved?"
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I love the world of Halo so much, right? Like the science fiction of it. Master Chief as a character is so cool. There's so much about it that's really appealing. But if you work on something for that long and you just have the rug pulled out from underneath you, you know, it's difficult to kind of get back into it. If it was with the people that kind of aided in its collapse, then I wouldn't really want to.
Sure.
But if it was with Pete, again, because it was so awesome working with him, and it was the right situation, then maybe.
But you are a gamer, though. Like you're heavily. Like, would you say District 9 was that more influenced by like sci-fi films that you loved growing up, or was it more interested or more sort of affected by video games that you love?
I think ultimately, if I had to pick one thing, I'd say it was influenced definitely by science fiction films growing up. Star Wars had a huge effect on me when I was a lot younger. Yeah. And then as I got a bit older, like RoboCop is probably one of my all-time favorites. Yeah. I love RoboCop. And then Predator, all of that like hard '80s kind of violence, Paul Verhoeven, extreme violence stuff. I love.
Yeah, and I got the same sensation of like watching a RoboCop when I was watching District 9 too, which is at the time I was like, that's a weird kind of feeling to have while I'm watching this thing. But now I guess maybe it wasn't so completely off base.
Well, it's always just a little bit more raw. Like those films are a little bit, they're not as polished. There's like a rawness to them that I love. So I try to capture that.
Is any of that captured in like the special features? We've got the Blu-ray coming out. We got a 2-disc DVD thing coming out.
Yeah.
Jealous, right? Look at these grubby mitts. What do we have like behind the scenes special feature wise?
There's some pretty good stuff on there. I mean, whenever I have a film that I like and I buy the Blu-ray, I want to try to see as much behind the scenes as I can.
Sure.
I love watching behind the scenes. So we did kind of go out of our way to make sure that there was some really interesting stuff on there. And because of the weird way that we went about filming District 9, like Sholto, the guy who plays Vickers, all of his dialogue is improv, right? It's all improvised. He's not those are not scripted lines.
Right.
So there's an entire chapter in there that deals with the improv nature of his performance and how we kind of how I directed him and how he bounced back off of my direction.
Do you at least give Collapsed Lung Guy a shout out in the special feature? Do we get to see him almost dying on set?
On the director's commentary, I talk about him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
A little nod to him. There is going to be a sequel, right? I mean, it's like everybody, the way District 9 ends, it's logical. You look at each other and go, okay. And there's even sort of like a line of dialogue about, well, what will happen later? With those TV interviews. So it's very clear you're setting it up for D10. Is that going to happen, or?
I think it will, yeah. I mean, I'd really like to go back to the world of District 9.
Will it be District 9 2, the districting? Or this district's out of hand? Or what, like, will it be?
Maybe not quite along those lines.
The Electric
maybe
9?
Like District 10, you know, maybe something simple.
Okay, that works too. That works too. You know what? You make the films, I'll watch them and enjoy them and love them like everybody else. How about that? Neil, absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. District 9 is out on Blu-ray and DVD right now. We'll pick it up. Now let's go over to Allison.
And still ahead, it's our special nut-cracking edition of Break Moments of De-Evolution. Don't act like you're too smart to enjoy it, college boy.
Are you stressed? Do you experience needless tension in your life? Well, Ed Asner has the solution for you.
Imagine that the stress monster has climbed on your back. He's heavy. He's got bad breath and dirty fur, and he's slimy.
In 1984, Ed made a video called Less Stress in 5 Easy Steps.
Knock that stress off your back hard. Hey, you're doing real well.
Among his revolutionary methods are silent screaming, singing in the shower, side-to-side head movements, getting a puppy, and making up your own curse words. Yeah, thanks for the tips, Ed. Now stand up, sir, and applaud yourself.
Applause, applause, applause.
Coming up in January on Attack of the Show, Ethan Hawke will be here in studio to talk about Daybreakers. Finally, a vampire movie that doesn't take place in high school. Plus, we'll bring you all the latest news from the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. And Weston Scott will teach us how to stop someone who's trying to steal your wallet in Lethal Defense. See it in January. You know, people get injured all the time in break moments of de-evolution, but sometimes lighting yourself on fire or shoot yourself with a nail gun is just not enough to ensure that you will not spread your seed. We can't have that.
Yeah, now enter our special holiday nut-cracking edition of Break Moments in De-Evolution.
Now, as a drummer, I know that bass pedals are really only used for one thing.
Hitting people where it counts?
No?
Yes.
Ready?
Oh, no. No. It's just impossible to actually verify that that's where it counts, because the fupa is a large area, and it really should only be double-bassed.
Ah, there you go.
In the spirit of the holiday season, this week's rating system is Knoxville Nog. That's no egg and all nog. How many are we giving him?
Well, since he could have used the double bass, like you said, I'm gonna go 2 out of 5.
Oh, he's on a slow.
There you go.
1 for each cashew.
Now, before we go, we'd like to share this special holiday treat from our hearts to yours.
Yes, just be happy you weren't the one with the light bulb in his crotch.
Oh! Damn it!
I simply don't understand why people do this on purpose. Like, it's one thing
Well,
to get
it's
a nut
hard
shot
to accidentally kick a fluorescent light bulb into your balls. That's why you do it on purpose.
I know. I don't get it.
That's some added flair. You got to give them bonus points for making that happen. A kick to the crotch, that's so 2006.
But include light bulbs.
You throw in a fluorescent bulb, you got yourself some majesty. Yeah! You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I say well done, kids. How many are you giving them?
I'm gonna go 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
A light bulb.
That was a full-on slide into home.
Yeah.
That was an impressive shot. I'm telling you, though, if I find out that one of those guys manages to reproduce someday, I will abandon science.
Dude, if I find out one of those guys manages to reproduce someday, I will be living the rest of my life in a bomb shelter underground and like a chastity belt and everything.
With all your cats?
Yeah.
Close your eyes. They shoot infrared lasers. That's why you didn't see them. Just so you know.
I like it.
Thank you.
All right, so next week we'll debut 3 original G4 holiday specials beginning at Monday at 7 p.m.
Monday we've got
7 p.m. Eastern time.
Eastern time, yes.
Eastern time.
Monday we have the Best of Olivia special. Tuesday it's the Best of Web Super. Wednesday it's Ladies Night.
What is it on Ladies Night?
It's Women of the Web special. So clear your week, because you're probably going to need some time to digest your holiday feasts and whatever else you do.
I eat so much. Oh, these pants aren't going to fit me after the holidays.
Hot.
Very. Go to the all-new G4TV.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
Many, many thanks to Devin Faraci, Adam B. Berry, and Neil Blomkamp. Now, before we get to a new episode of Human Wrecking Balls, we just want to take a few moments and show you some of the people that make this show possible each and every day.
We heart them. Thanks so much, guys. Happy New Year's!
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.